Right, the mission's Arctic Convoy, and I'm in the Hawaii. And joining me is the Yamato, Wisconsin, a von Zuckernhoff, which is essentially a Schlieflen, premium Schlieflen from the Chinese New Year event. A Carl, and a Shimakaze and a Kitakaze, okay. Yeah. Right, well, my thoughts. My ping's got better, by the way. I thought I should mention that. Ever since I changed my DNS, I've been using Cloudflare on the basic package, and I switched to Open DNS, and damn, my ping is practically halved. And I'm playing from England in America right now on this mission, and if you look top left, you see my ping is pretty healthy. I mean, you still get the odd swing from time to time, but it makes the game very playable indeed. Okay, so we've got a hipper here to melt. Just gonna open up the 127s. Honestly, the sheer volume of fire you get from this ship is absurd. That's 18 127mm shells, if you were wondering. Someone thought it was a really good idea to basically take a heavy cruiser and give it an Alaska, basically. It's an Alaska hull. And it was a theoretical project for a ship that was AA focused. And they thought, you know what? Let's make this ship for World of Warships and this theoretical ship. And give it tons of 127mm guns, which also back up as AA guns as well as main guns. And as you can see, you just melt shit. It's just funny. You press the F key, you get like gearing levels of arcage on the shells, but you get much faster shots. And if you want accuracy, you turn the F key off, and your guns go out to a range of over 18 kilometers. I mean, with the FP held down, it's about 12.5 kilometer range. And of course, the shells are very floaty. So, very good at taking out close range targets. And then at long range, you want to take the F key off, especially around, I don't know, around 10 kilometers or more. It depends on the target, depends what you're shooting. You need to use a little bit of brain here to figure it out. Anyway, about these operations. Am I going to get that guy? I think it's great that Wargaming added Tokyo Express and Arctic Convoy and Pacific Offense to the operations pool. I mean, in this one, we're literally picking up these transport ships, or Liberty ships, and escorting them back to base, right? And I think that's great. What I would have liked to have seen, maybe, is a couple of things. Maybe one, we get to choose the operations we want to do with the ships we want to do them in, because some ships suit operations better than others. There are some exceptions. I mean, Bremen can pretty much do everything. Hawaii can pretty much do everything. Schlieflen, Bayard. Let me think. Sibir, Valparaiso, Karl. Any of the Zieten, any of the German secondary focused battleships can handle these very, very well indeed. There's a little bit of battleship bias going on, and it would be nice if they allowed us to pick our missions. If they can't do that, maybe split the operations into like three sections, and have tactical operations, strategic operations, and operations of World War II or something like that. Historic, call it historic maybe. And then the map pool would be smaller, and we'd have a better chance of actually playing some of these really good operations that they've added recently, rather than having to go through Aegis for the 50th time, or Operation Cherry, whatever. You know, the Final Frontier and so on and so forth. Operations we've all played for the last 10, 11 years, when really we want to get our hands on the good stuff, right? Yeah, your thoughts on that, people? if you have any thoughts on how they should maybe have given us more access to operations, or you have any thoughts in general about operations, let me know in the chat. Okay? Give us some comments. I would love your feedback on that. Anyway, we're literally just escorting these ships back, and meanwhile we're under attack. Let's have a look at primary task. Stay close and escort the transport to the rendezvous point. That's top left, by the way, on the screen. Secondary tasks. All transports must reach the rendezvous before time runs out. Hey, yeah, fair play. Ensure at least 2 transports survive. Well, we've got 3, and we're allowed to lose 1. At least 1 transport must reach the rendezvous point without stopping. Aha, so they can be stopped or slowed down. Okay, so how are we doing? Pretty well. And you can see, I've got it on the long range on the Hawaii here, and the arcs are nice and flat. And so that's the great thing about this ship. I mean, it's standard 127mm, so pretty low caliber stuff, but the HE is pretty good, pretty strong. We've got radar as well, which is 8.5 kilometer. And lasts almost 50 seconds. We've got hydro. We've got decent ASW. She is the total package, and her AA is insane, absolutely insane. Gonna get the shots. No, someone else got the shots. That's okay. I notice a shill at the back on the mini-map there that's just following us. I might have to deal with him. And to the south of us, in a while, we're going to get some destroyer spawn, so I'm going to make damn sure I deal with those for the team. Whilst raining hell on these northern targets for now. Yeah, look at those arcs. Game I can't hit for shit. I mean, that is a problem of the Hawaii, is the shells are a little floaty, so you have to aim where you think the ship's going to be next, rather than where it's going, or appears to be going. And the bots these days, oh, don't get me started on the bots. They throttle now, they slow down and speed up, they change course and heading, they mess around, anything to dodge your shots. In fact, to be honest, I'd argue that the bots these days are playing better than, say, around 50% of the player base for this game. And that's kind of annoying. It really is, especially when you're just trying to farm damage and get credits. And that's another thing, they need to sort out the damage mechanic. Why is it always about the damage? I mean, okay, missions are important, you do get a bonus for those. But you get the majority of your credits on these operations from farming damage. Which is why battleships are so popular in operations. It's hard on the destroyer players because of the way the bots focus. If you're a destroyer player and you're not in smoke and you open fire, every bot that's within your range will shoot at you. I mean, there are some exceptions. Operation Newport springs to mind. They're more interested in the surveillance stations and stuff like that, so the bots shoot at those first. But bot shot priority is submarine, destroyer, cruiser, battleship. They shoot the battleships last. Okay. They always pick on the destroyers till they're dead, and the cruiser players till they're dead, and then they go for the battleships. So there's a good reason why battleships are very popular in this game mode, because the bots don't hassle the crap out of you at the start of a match, right? Right now I've got a Kitakaze and a Shimakaze ahead of me, and I'm on full health. Right, both the Kitakaze and the Shimakaze have taken fire and have had to smoke to avoid trouble. You can see that they are slightly damaged. And that's normal behavior from the bots. I totally get bringing a Shimakaze, you can stay stealthed and just torpedo them. I get that. It's harder for the gunboats. It is harder for the gunboats. And now they've altered the way the bots shoot. It's harder to throttle jockey your way through it in a gunboat. You can, but it's not easy. It's not easy. I'd say that destroyer players and cruiser players have a much harder time in operations than battleship players. But let me know what you think. I would like to know. Right, the 35 is getting absolutely melted. There we go. Oh. Something burned to death. Oh, that'll be the further grosser. Yeah, okay. Where's Baden? See if we can get some hits over this island into you. That was good. Kitakazi finished them off. Okay. That's good. Team effort and all. If you look at the minimap, you notice they dropped some minefields as well in front of the Liberty transports. Those are those red round circles. That's another good change that Wargaming did. They added extra missions. Forget the minefields; those always appear there. That's part of the mission brief. But they also mixed it up a bit so that there are some random objectives thrown into the standard operations, so that there's a little bit more to do than the old days. You might have to cap an objective or take out a Z-boat facility or that sort of thing. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like that. I like the fact they've added a little bit extra to think about when you're doing the operations, to try and breathe a bit of fresh life into the staleness of 10 years of the same ops, right? But I still think they should allow us to pick our operations, or pick our operation pool. Give us 3 pools and minimize the rotation so that we don't have so many operations thrown our way that we might not get to play Pacific Offensive today, or we might not be able to play Tokyo Express, right? Because its matchmaker's got its own ideas. I'd like that power for us. I'd like us to be able to decide which operations we want to do. I very much like that. Okay, well, we're doing well here. We've got 9 ships sunk, 283,000 damage, and I'm absolutely mincing this Schroeder right now. Putting him through the grinder. How many fires? 20 fires. You gotta love it. Okay, let's help with clearing the minefields. Yep. Minefield destroyed. Oh no, mine's destroyed. 3. Oh. Guess our ASW is completely effective at doing that. Or I dropped in a place that other people have dropped in before. Okay. Bit of a log jam going on here between me and the whiskey. Ensure at least 2 transports survive. How are we doing on that? Oh, well, 3 transports are looking pretty healthy, so that's going well. There's still a minefield left up. Yamato's looking shaky. The Shima and the Kitakazi are hanging in there. That's good. Burning nicely. Okay, deal with the Beluga. Here we go. Alright, there's the Schultz. And the Hipper. And the minefield's still up, and the Liberty ships are going into the minefield. Oh my goodness. Minefield's been cleared. Good. Right, see if we can get the Prince Eugene down quick. Gonna use the AP this time. And the AP on cruisers broadside absolutely shreds. It absolutely shreds. He's not broadside though, he is angled, but down he goes anyway. Sheer volume of fire on soft superstructure. And we win. Okay. Things are just starting to warm up. I do like these operations a lot. At least one transport must reach the rendezvous without stopping, so all three had to stop at some point or the other. Okay, decent base XP. 371,574 damage. Quite a high damage game, but you get lots of these in this ship. She is a bit of a beast. Okay. I guess we'll just... oh, compliments. I do like compliments. Let's just have a quick look at the... Yeah, that's the build so far. And that's where I'm going next. Okay. This is on the American server. They like their aircraft carriers in America a lot, so I have taken AA and ASW Expert as one of my 4-point picks, this bad boy. Okay, because the AA on this ship is already pretty absurd, and that just makes it even more ridiculous. And also regens your heals and gets your repair back as well, because she does tend to burn very nicely, this ship. So we want our... damage con back as fast as possible. There's a few options there. I put the steering gears on because our rudder shift is dreadful. So that fixes that, although our detectability does go out to 13.5 kilometers. But I compensate for that. I just compensate for that. There's the radar, 44 seconds of radar there. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that operation as much as I did playing it. And if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you.